Okay. So, good afternoon to all. We have gathered here to discuss about prelims 2023 question related to international relation. Uh, Last 2 weeks before, while we are discussing about current affairs related to international relation, which happened for the past 1 years, we have mentioned that the UPSC will ask question related to international relation in 4 subdivisions. That is, uh, multilateral agreement, to which India is part of, or to which India has any kind of interest. Second is the major happenings that is taking place around the world. That is like wars, any pioneering effect, pioneering effort. That is like GDPR, which was a law passed by European Union related to privacy bill. Then any other natural disaster or man-made disasters, etc. Third is international organizations like UN and their related bodies, or any other organization uh, which is related to India, or India has any kind of interest in it, and their report as well. Fourth is the bilateral agreements between India and other country, or between different countries to which India is part of. These are all the 4 major subdivisions in which UPSC will ask questions in international relations. The questions will be more or less will be centered around these 4 subtopics. Okay. Then let's discuss about the 2023 prelims question of international relations. Right now, I'm having C set question paper. In that international relation question starts from question number 3, the third question. It is the match the following question. Region often mentioned in the news and the reason for being in the news. The first match what they have asked is North Kivu and Ituri. This region is in Democratic Republic of Congo, eastern side of Democratic Republic of Congo. Why this region is in news, was in news because of the post pandemic as well as the aftermath of the Ukraine and Russia conflict. There has the underdeveloped countries as well as developing countries were facing the severe brunt in their economic development. Among the developing countries, the South African region countries were the severely hit country. So the region that is North Kivu and Ituri was in news because of the humanitarian disaster that is happening in the region. So the answer is the answer should be Democratic Republic of Congo. But what the question in the question la enna kuduthirukam appadina, the reason for being in the news is war between Azerbaijan and Armenian kuduthirukam. So the first match the following is wrong. Second is Nagorno. Wait. Second match is Nagorno and Karabakh conflict. That there is, see, it is an armed fight between see, the conflict is between Azerbaijan as well as Armenia over the Nagorno Karabakh region. Why they are fighting is because of uh, uh, because of the border dispute between the Armenia and Azerbaijan region, which is happening right after the disintegration of Soviet Union. See, from the late 80s itself, that the conflict has been begun for the border area for which the Armenia as well as the Azerbaijan countries are fighting. This conflict, the conflict என்ன ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா over the period of time it led into an outright war between the two countries. Then the peace talk and the agreement has been signed. Then now right now uh, they have stopped the war and மேற்கொண்டு அந்த இன்னும் பீஸ் டாக்ல நெக்ஸ்ட் அடுத்த கட்ட நடவடிக்கையில் டிப்ளமேட்டிக் நெகோசியேஷன்ஸ் வந்து டேக்கிங் பிளேஸ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ இதான் கரண்ட் ஹேப்பனிங்ஸ். என்ன கொஸ்டின் என்ன கேட்டிருக்காங்கன்னா நகர்னோ கரபாக் இஸ் reason in news because of insurgency in Mozambique. No, it's not right. Third is Kherson and Zaporizhia. See, again, this place is also in news because of the war that is taking place between Russia as well as Ukraine. The Kherson and Zaporizhia region has been heavily bombarded by Russian troops, which was severely condemned by other Western countries as well as Western European countries in support of Ukraine. So, but என்ன ரீசன் கொடுத்துருக்கான் இந்த ரெண்டு பிளேஸும் எதுக்காக நியூஸ்ல வந்திருக்குன்னு கொடுத்துருக்கான் அப்படின்னா இட் இஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் டிஸ்பியூட் பிட்வீன் இஸ்ரேல் அண்ட் லெபனான் கொடுத்துருக்கான். ஸோ இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டும் தப்பு. ஸோ ஆன்சர் இஸ் ஆப்ஷன் டி ஃபார் த தேர்ட் கொஸ்டின் இன் செட் சி. த ஆப்ஷன் இஸ் டி, none. Fourth question, it is a statement question. In that statement question we have to find whether both of the statement are correct and what is the relationship between in case if both of the statement is correct means we have to find if there is any relation between the two. Okay, in the statement 1 what they have mentioned is Israel has established diplomatic relationship with some Arab state. Yes, we are for the past 2.5 years there is many peace related activities that is taking place in Arabian region, which was mediated by US and other countries, but mainly US only. As a result of this, there was a accord called Abraham Accord, which was signed between see the Abraham Accord. See, the White House ceremony on September 15 marking the formal normalization of Israel's ties with UAE and Kingdom of Bahrain has created a significant inflection point in regional history and geopolitics. Yes, these two are the other Arab countries to which Israel has begun the diplomatic relation mediated by US. This is also a kind of war-related question because this region has been is in news for past several decades because of the conflict that takes place between Israel as well as other Arabian region countries. Why this question is asked is right now India has many interest in Central Middle East Asian countries because India is dependent heavily on the 85% of the crude oil on the Middle East Asian only. So the peace of this region is very important for India's energy security. So that is the reason, as well as the historic agreement that are signed between Israel as well as the UAE and Bahrain, mediated by US. So the statement 1 is correct. Then statement 2, the Arab Peace Initiative mediated by Saudi Arabia was signed by Israel and Arab League. Yes. Before the peace negotiations or any event that was happening for the past 1 year, there was a precursor to these efforts. During early 2000 itself, with the mediation of Saudi Arabia, there was a peace initiative that took place between Israel as well as other Arab countries. But that peace negotiation or peace initiative was not fruitful, and it doesn't bear any kind of successful fruit. So that is the major news. But what they have mentioned is it was signed by Israel and Arab League. No, the peace negotiation has been taking place for the past two and a half decades, but there is not any kind of peace initiative was signed between Israel as well as Arab League mediated by Saudi Arabia. So the statement second is wrong. So we can go to the answer as option C. Statement 1 is correct, but the statement 2 is incorrect. Then the seventh question. So this seventh question is also a match the following kind of question. In that question, there is three areas in அதில் ஒரு 3 ஏரியா கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அந்த 3 ஏரியா எந்த கண்ட்ரியில் இருக்குன்றதை நம்ம மேட்ச் பண்ணணும். எதுக்கு இந்த 3 ஏரியா கொடுத்து இந்த 3 கண்ட்ரி எதுக்கு கேட்டிருக்கான் அப்படின்னா, அகைன் these 3 areas has been in use because of the war or internal militant like conflict taking place in the region. For example, the first statement என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கானா Donbass region. We all know the see, Donbass is a historical, cultural, economic region in eastern Ukraine. Okay. See, this eastern region, which was captured by Russia during the aggression, because they wanted to, because of the war and the aggressive activity of Russia, this region has been captured by Russia. This region has been in news because of the war-related events. So that is why they have asked the question, why the Donbass region? இது Donbass region எந்த கண்ட்ரியில் இருக்குன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆனா என்ன கண்ட்ரி அவங்க கொடுத்திருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா, they have given Syria. No, it is not Syria, it is Ukraine. So first match வந்து கரெக்ட் தப்பு. Second, Kachin. this Kachin region. Okay. See, the Kachin is in state of Myanmar, because we all know for the past 1.5 2 years, the Myanmar government has been cooped by Myanmar army. Myanmar military வந்து கவர்மெண்ட் வந்து சரண்ல வச்சிருக்காங்க. ஸோ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் எஃபர்ட் எல்லா கண்ட்ரிலேருந்தும் வந்து பீஸ் நெகோசியேஷன்ஸ்லாம் வந்து அது டெமோக்ராட்டிக் கவர்மெண்ட் நிலைநாட்டுறதுக்கோசம் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. பட் it has not resulted in any kind of fruitful outcome. So this region is also asked because of the war or internal conflict like event, which we have நம்ம சொன்னிருந்தோம் இல்லையா, the war like events or internal dispute for which internal dispute like events to which India is part or India has any kind of interest in it na, we have to look into it less, correct? So இதுவும் வந்துட்டு war or internal conflict like disruption ஈவெண்ட்னால இந்த ரீஜன் வந்து கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. பட் ஆனால் என்ன கண்ட்ரி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, வாட் கண்ட்ரி தே ஹவ் given is Ethiopia. No, it is not Ethiopia, it is Myanmar. Third is Tigray. Third area is Tigray, and which country they have mentioned is North Yemen. It is also wrong. Tigray is a region in Ethiopia. So the Ethiopia, why எதுக்கு வந்துட்டு அந்த Tigray region நியூஸ்ல இருந்தது அப்படின்னா, there is a conflict between the militant of the Ethiopian as well as the government, conflict between the militant of the Ethiopian region and the government of the Ethiopian in Tigray region of Ethiopia. So this region is also in news for the past 1 or 2 years. So the option statement 3, that is North Yemen, is also wrong. So the answer is option D, none. Okay. 8th question. In recent years, Chad, Guyana, Mali and Sudan caught the international attention for which of the following reason common for all of them, that is Chad, Guyana, Mali and Sudan. These 4 region again, see the news. Chad's coup leader, that is Chad, Guyana, Mali and Sudan. All the 4 region have been in news because of the coup that is taking place. Coup, that is coup means ராணுவ ஆட்சி இதெல்லாம் வந்து எனி அதர் இல்லீகல் மீன்ஸ், ஒரு இல்லீகல் மீன்ஸால ஒரு மக்களால், தட் இஸ் டெமோக்ராட்டிக்லி எலெக்டட் கவர்மெண்ட்டை வந்து கீழே ஃபோர்ஸ் மூலியமா கீழே தள்ளுறது, இல்லைன்னா வந்து அவங்க டீஸ்டெபிளைஸ் பண்ற ஒரு முயற்சிக்கு பேர் தான் கூப் பண்ணுவாங்க. அது சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா பண்ணாங்கன்னா சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் கூப் பண்ணுவாங்க. இந்த these 4 region have been in news because of the successful coup that is taking place in these 4 country. Okay, again this question is also related to the second subsection which we have mentioned in news, related to war or any other internal conflict or natural disaster, man-made disaster event. That is it is major happenings taking place around the world. Second subdivision which we have seen previously. Okay, 10th question. 10th is related to G20. Okay, we all know that India is currently holding the chair of G20, and the G20 events have been taking place in the countries in different locations, and also under the banner of different topics. Okay, why the question is asked is because we all know India is having the chair and India is taking major initiative, which is going to be one of the major deal for India as well as the many other underdeveloped as well as small island state countries. So India is leading the global south region. So that is the reason why the question has been asked. See, this question we have discussed in the current affairs session itself. In that, what we have said is, see, G20 யோட objective என்ன, எதுக்கு அதை ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க, இப்போ what is the current flow, what is the current trend, on what are all the countries that is in G20 and what is அது வந்து எதை நோக்கி போயிட்டு இருக்கு அப்படின்றதையும் நம்ம பார்க்க சொன்னோம். கரெக்டா the option that is the statement which they have given reflects the area which we have discussed. See, for the first statement, what they have given is G20 group was originally established as a platform for finance minister and central bank governor to discuss the international economic and financial issues. That is, during the late 1990s, there was a Asian financial crisis that was happening. Asian financial crisis means mostly Southeast Asian financial crisis that is happening around the world, that is taking place in the Southeast Asian region, and it is affecting the other people or other countries which have interest in the Southeast region. So in order to resolve the conflict of the Southeast Asian or Asian financial crisis, this G20 group was formed. G20 group was initially formed with finance minister as well as the central bank governor as the leading of the respective finance minister and the central bank governor of the respective country as the leading agent or representative of the country. அவங்களோட பார்ட்டிசிபேஷன், அவங்களோட ஃபினான்ஸ் மினிஸ்டர் அண்ட் சென்ட்ரல் பேங்க் கவர்னர்ஸோட டிஸ்கஷன், அந்த டிஸ்கஷன் ரிலேட்டட் டு இந்த ஃபினான்ஷியல் கிரைசிஸை சால்வ் பண்ணுறதுக்கான வழிக்கோசம் ஆரம்பிச்சது தான் G20. டே பை டே இட் லெட் டு போஸ்ட், தட் இஸ் அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா 2008க்கு அப்புறம் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தி எக்கனாமிக் ரிசெஷன் தட் டுக் பிளேஸ் இன் US and the ripple effect that was happening around the world during the 2008 made the G20 finance ministers as well as the central bank governors meet to get promoted as head of state meet. That is from right after 2008 G20 meet வந்துட்டு பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா head of the state, that is prime minister or the president of any countries வந்து மீட் பண்றதுக்கான ஒரு ஃபாரம் மாதிரி அது கிரியேட் ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிச்சு to discuss related to discuss different dimension which are affecting the world economy. So the statement 1 வந்து correct. Statement 2, digital infrastructure is one of India's G20 priorities. See, there is many working groups that is taking place. In that, one of the working group is digital economy. So India has given priority to many of the working group like agriculture, anti-corruption, culture, digital economy, digital risk reduction, development, education, employment, environmental and climate sustainability, energy transition. As these all comes under Sherpa track, which we have discussed in the current affair itself. Finance track will be led by the finance ministers of the respective countries. See, finance track related to international financial architecture, international working group, sustainable finance working group, global partnership finance inclusion, joint finance health and health task force, financial sector issues and international tax agenda. In that, one of the objective of India's working group is digital economy. So the option second statement is also correct. So the answer is C, both 1 and 2. Okay, then let's move to next question. Next question is 17th. 17th question. So it is also a statement question, statement 1 and 2 question. So we have to find whether the statement, both the statement are correct or any of the statement are correct. If the both of the statement are correct means, then we have to find the relationship between the two. The first statement they have mentioned is, recently the United States of America and European Union have launched the Trade and Technology Council. Yes, there is. See, it's a Trade and Technology Council. It's a transatlantic political body which serves as a diplomatic forum to coordinate technology and trade policy between US and European Union. Okay, then the statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is, the USA and EU claim that through this they are trying to bring the technological progress and physical productivity under their control. This statement is one of the extreme statement. What the statement is mentioning is, they wanted to, that is European Union as well as the USA wanted to control the technological progress and the physical productivity of the world that is going around. இவங்க வந்து இதை கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறாங்கன்ற ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. பட் அது ரொம்ப எக்ஸ்ட்ரீமான ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். தட் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இஸ் அப்சல்யூட்லி ராங். The major reason for the forum is created is for to discuss the trade as well as any technological progress that is taking place. So the idea sharing between the two countries and ஒரு ஐடியா ஷேரிங் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் இருக்கிறதுக்காகவும், ட்ரேட் அண்ட் அதர் ரிலேட்டட் ப்ரோக்ரஸ்க்காகவும், ட்ரேட் அண்ட் அதர் எக்கனாமிக் ரிலேட்டட் ப்ரோக்ரஸை டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்குமான கவுன்சிலாக தான் இது உருவாக்கப்பட்டதே தவிர, ஒரு டெக்னாலஜியோ ஒரு ப்ரொடக்டிவிட்டியோ அவங்க கண்ட்ரோலில் கொண்டு வரணும்னு நினைக்கிற ஒரு கவுன்சில் இது கிடையாது. ஸோ த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் செகண்ட் இஸ் ராங். Both, so the statement second is wrong means the answer is option C. Statement 1 is correct, but the statement 2 is incorrect. Okay. Question number 20. Recently, all the countries of the United Nations have adopted the first ever compact for international migration, the Global Compact for Safety, Orderly and Regular Migration. That is, see, ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எவர் யுனைடெட் நேஷன் வந்துட்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எவர் ஒரு இன்டர்நேஷனல் மைக்ரேஷன் குளோபல் காம்பேக்ட் ஃபார் ஆர்டர் சேஃப் ஆர்டர்லி அண்ட் ரெகுலர் மைக்ரேஷன் பேக்ட் வந்து சைன் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கேட்டிருக்காங்க. in which all the members of the union, all the members of United Nations வந்து have signed it ன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. So India is not part of this pact, this global compact for safe, orderly and regular migration pact. India doesn't sign because India is one of the most populated country right now. If they are going to allow a free flow of migration that is taking place around the world means, then the population boom will be the out of control. So India does not sign India வந்து அந்த pact வந்து sign பண்ணல. So all the statement என்றது தப்பு. Second, the objectives and commitment of stated in the GCM are binding on the UN member countries. See, whenever it is not for this question, whenever there is any kind of progressive activities that is taking place in UN or any other major initiative that is taking place in UN means, UN doesn't impose any kind of ஒரு பைண்டிங் கோலோ அந்த மாதிரி எதுவுமே வந்துட்டு இனிஷியல் ஸ்டேஜில் அவங்க பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. வாலண்டியராக தே வாண்டட் அதர் கண்ட்ரிஸ் டு கம் அப் அண்ட் டு அவங்களே வந்து வாலண்டியராக வந்து சைன் பண்ணணும், அவங்களே இந்த இந்த டீல் இந்த மாதிரி நியூ இனிஷியேட்டிவை லீட் பண்ணணும்னு தான் நினைப்பாங்களே கண்டி திணிக்க மாட்டாங்க. பிகாஸ் யூஎன் ஆல் நோ தட் யூஎன் இஸ் அ மல்டி மெம்பர் பாடி which is ஒரு மல்டி மெம்பர் பாடி எல்லாரோட டிஃபரன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஒப்பீனியனையும் கம்பைன் பண்ணி ப்ரோக்ரஸாக கொண்டு போகிற ஒரு ஃபாரம் தான் தவிர அது சர்வாதிகாரமாக வந்து நீ இதை பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிற ஒரு ஃபாரம் கிடையாது. தேர் ஆர் செவரல் எக்ஸப்ஷன் டு இட், பட் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த இனிஷியேட்டிவ்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வாலண்டரியாக தான் இருக்கும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் UNFCCC, இட் இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த மேஜர் பிரேக் த்ரூ தட் ஹஸ் ஹேப்பன்ட் இன் UN, பட் the goal which they are setting or the any other that is ஏதாவது initiative அந்த UNFCC இருந்து எடுக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னா UN will not impose. It is the country, each and every country will have to tell the United Nations about the nationally their own countries respective nationally determined contribution which they are going to contribute for the climate change. Similar to that, the objective and commitment statement stated in the GCM is not binding on the countries. Third, GCM addresses internal migration or internally displaced people also in its objective and commitments. So even if we are not aware of the this agreement also, we can able to come to a conclusion there is a conflict between the statement 1 and statement 2, because statement 1 talks about international migration, but the statement 3 talks about internal migration. So either one of them should be correct, because the internal migration related, through common sense we can able to come to a conclusion that these internal migration problems will be dealt only by their respective country only. That ஒரு இன்டர்நேஷனல் ஆர்கனைசேஷனுக்கு ஒரு அதில் வந்து தலையிடணுன்ற ஒரு அவசியம் வந்து அதுக்கு ஒரு பெரிய நேச்சுரல் ஒரு எமர்ஜென்சி டிசாஸ்டராக மாறாத வரைக்கும் தலையிடணும்னு ஒன்றும் அவசியம் கிடையாது. ஆனால் இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் மைக்ரேஷனுக்கு வந்துட்டு பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் த வார் லைக் ஈவெண்ட், நேச்சுரல் டிசாஸ்டர், மேன்மேட் டிசாஸ்டர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மெனி ஆஃப் த பீப்புள் ஆர் கெட்டிங் மைக்ரேட்டட் டு அதர் கண்ட்ரிஸ் itself. It is creating confusion in the other countries. So it has to be, when two sovereign nations are involved in the migratory related activities means then you will interfere. So அதை வச்சு பார்க்கும்போது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா தேர்ட் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் wrong. It doesn't talks about internal migration. It talks only about the international migration. So third statement is also wrong. Then so all the three statements are wrong. So answer is option D, none. Okay. Then we move to 26th question. It is also a statement question. In that என்ன மென்ஷன் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் 1ல, அக்கார்டிங் டு யுனைடெட் நேஷன் வேர்ல்டு வாட்டர் டெவலப்மெண்ட் ரிப்போர்ட், இந்தியா எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ட்ஸ் மோர் தென் a quarter of world's groundwater withdrawal each year. ஸோ என்ன So fact is not coming. So okay, let's discuss. So according to the United Nations World Water Development Report 2022, India extracts more than a quarter of the groundwater each year. So statement 1 is correct, but the statement 2, what I have mentioned is India needs to extract more than a quarter of the world groundwater each year to satisfy their drinking and sanitation need. That is this is the statement they have mentioned. Yes, India is withdrawing more than a quarter, that is more than 25% of the groundwater of the world to feed the people. What is the reason for extracting the water is India's, that is agriculture system. That is more than 80% of the water need, more than 80% of the India's water needs has been இந்தியாவில் இருக்க 100% கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர் ரிசோர்ஸ் எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ஷன்ல பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ஒரு ஆல்மோஸ்ட் மோர் தென் 80% ஆஃப் த கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர் எக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ஷன் கோஸ் டு தி agriculture and agriculture related activities only. Remaining 20% or less than 20% groundwaters is going for industries as well as human needs as well as the sanitation needs. These இந்த மூணு பர்பஸ்க்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு மீதமுள்ள ஒரு 20 below 20% இருக்க கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர் தான் அவங்களுக்கு போதே கண்டி. மீதி இருக்க 80 or more than 80% of the resource water resource ground water resource பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா agriculture and agriculture related activities can use out. So the statement second is wrong. So option C is statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is wrong. This is the correct answer for this. So question number 28, which one of the following countries has been suffering from a decade of civil strife and food shortages and was in news in the recent past for its very severe famine? Yes, the answer is option D, Somalia. Somalia is one of the most underdeveloped countries. Because of these underdeveloped situation, the country is facing economic brunt as well as internal security problems, and also creating what to say, and also creating doing some notorious or mischievous activities for the trade to the ships that is carrying out trade for the different kinds of country. So the option D, that is Somalia, is the is in use for many decades because of their internal conflict as well as the underdeveloped nature of their country. 29th is related to CBD, that is Convention on Biological Diversity. இப்போ why this news is has been எதுக்கு இந்த கொஸ்டின் கேட்டிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா, as we have discussed in the current affairs session itself, they have signed the goal, அதாவது மேஜர் அக்ரிமெண்ட் சிமிலர் டு UNFCCC பாரிஸ் டீல். அவங்க சிபிடி வந்துட்டு ஒரு பயோடைவர்சிட்டி கன்சர்வ் பண்றதுக்கான ஒரு கன்வென்ஷனை வந்து சைன் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, ஒரு அக்ரிமெண்ட்டை வந்து சைன் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, ஒரு ஃப்ரேம்வொர்க். அந்த ஃப்ரேம்வொர்க் செட்ஸ் கோல்ஸ் டு பி அச்சீவ்டு பிஃபோர் 2030. ஒரு செட் ஆஃப் கைட்லைன்ஸ் கோல்ஸ் வந்து அவங்க கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இது எல்லா கண்ட்ரியும் அக்ரி பண்ணி they have signed. Because of that agreement, the question has been asked related to biodiversity as well as the biodiversity governance taking place in the country of India. So let's look into the question. In India, the Biodiversity Management Committee are the key realization of the objective of Nagoya Protocol. Yes, these Nagoya Protocols also we have mentioned, we have discussed in the current affairs itself. Nagoya Protocol deals with biodiversity and equitable share of benefit that is arising out of the biotechnology and biodiversity. ஒரு பயோடெக்னாலஜில இருந்தும் பயோடெக்னாலஜி யூஸ் பண்ணி அந்த பயோடைவர்சிட்டில இருந்து நம்ம எடுக்கிற ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் கெயின் வந்துட்டு ஈக்குவிட்டபிளா ஷேர் ஆகணும்ன்றதுக்கோசம் கொண்டு வரப்பட்டது நகோயா புரோட்டோகால். செகண்ட் இஸ் biodiversity management committee have important function in determining access and benefit sharing, including the power to levy collection fees and the access of biological resources within its jurisdiction. Yes, இப்போ biological management committee பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா every state will have their own committee under which through which they are what to say, அந்த committee மூலமா தான் they are governing the CBD activities, that is convention related activities govern பண்றாங்க. So yes, biodiversity management committee have the important function in determining the access and benefit sharing, and also they have the power to levy some fees, collection for the fees if anyone wanted to access the biological resource which is under their control. Okay, the statement both the statement is correct. So the correct option is option C. So let's move on to 31st question. Yes, 31st question is consider the following countries. How many there is list of 6 countries, and we have to find the land borders with Ukraine. We all know the why the land borders has been asked because the Russian as well as the Ukraine war that is taking place. It is also similar like question which was asked in previous year. Previous year they asked a question related to border countries of Afghan. Now they are asking a question related to border countries of Ukraine, that is land border countries of Ukraine. So if you are aware of the news as well as the geographical location of the Ukraine means, sure, we can able to attend the question. We have mentioned in the subdivision itself. If there is any major happening that is taking place around the world, we have to look into it. So the statement is see. See, Poland, Belarus, Russia, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, Moldova. These are all the land border countries of Ukraine. So first question is first countries what they have given is Bulgaria. See, Bulgaria is nowhere around Ukraine. Second is Czech Republic. Czech Republic is not a land border of Ukraine. Is here. Third is Hungary. Yes, Hungary is having land border with Ukraine. So that Hungary is correct. Latvia is not nearer to Ukraine. So that country is wrong. Third is Lithuania. Lithuania is also not nearer to Ukraine. So that statement is also wrong. Fourth is Romania. Yes, Romania is having border country. So the answer is only the two countries shares the land borders with the Ukraine from the list of countries which the UPSC has given. So the answer is only 2. Okay. Yeah, 83rd question, that is invasive species specialist group that develops global invasive species database belongs to which one of the following organizations? We have while we are discussing international relation current affairs, we have mentioned about the IUCN. Many UN bodies, in that we have mentioned IUCN also because it has been news. Even if it is not, even this there are many organizations like UN and the related bodies, World Bank, and other non-governmental organizations like WWF, World Wide Fund for Nature, or Traffic, or the World Economic Forum, so on and so forth. We have to look into the objective of these organizations as well as any other kind of the report which they are releasing, any kind of function any kind of major breakthrough or activity they are doing, and in which India has any interest or India is taking part of the activities which they are doing. So this is a question which fits into the international organization and their related reports. So invasive species specialist group belongs to which one of the following organization? The statement they have given 4 organization. In that option A, International Union for Conservation of Nature, that is IUCN is the correct answer. Okay. Remaining these 3 options are United Nations Environment Program, that is UNEP, was created to deal with conservation of biodiversity and the related ecosystems only. So we might get confused whether it is IUCN or UNEP, but IUCN is one of the specialized body to deal with the organisms and their and their spread. அதாவது அவங்க ஒரு ஆர்கனிசமோட ஸ்பெஷலைஸ்டு ரிசர்ச் பண்ணுறதுக்கான கெப்பாசிட்டி யார்கிட்ட இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா when compared to UNEP or IUCN, IUCN கிட்ட தான் இருக்கு. UNEP is a body which also deals with biodiversity or ecological conservation, but it is not as specialized as the IUCN. So this question, if we are aware of the objective of the இந்த ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன் தொடங்குனதுக்கான அப்ஜெக்டிவ் என்னன்றதை நம்ம தெரிஞ்சிருந்தோம் அப்படின்னா, even if he doesn't know anything about the invasive species specialist group also, we can be able to arrive at the answer. Okay, then we will go to 94th question. Consider the following statement. The list of statements, that is 3 statements they have given. In that, India has more arable land than China. India, the proportion of irrigated areas more in India as compared to China. Third is the average productivity per hectare in India is higher than that in China. Yes, we might get confused that the geographical land mass of India is lesser than when compared to China. So we can able to arrive at the answer is China might have more arable land than India. So the statement 1 might be wrong, but the correct answer is other way around. India has more arable land because even though Russia has more vast geographical areas, most of their geographical areas, that is in the western side as well as the center region of the area are not, what to say, these regions are not used right now, or they are less explored region, because most of the population, that is almost 70 to 80% of the population of the China is concentrated on the eastern side, that is eastern coastal region of the Chinese country. Remaining 30 to 40% of the people get scattered around east, west and northern region of the country. So these, but in India, right from Ladakh to Kanyakumari as well as Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat, we have every people is occupying every region. So the every people is having எல்லா பீப்புளும் வந்து எல்லா ரீஜனுமே ஆக்குபை பண்ணி இருக்கிறதுனாலையும், and India is one of the most agriculture economy then when compared to China, because China is a manufacturing economy. ஸோ பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இந்தியாவுக்கு வந்துட்டு அரபிள் லேண்ட் வந்து அதிகமாக யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கான தேவையும் யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கான முகாந்திரமும் இந்தியா கிட்ட தான் அதிகமாக இருக்குன்றதுனால ஆப்ஷன் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் 1 கரெக்ட். Yes, second statement, because of the India being dependent more on the agriculture economy, India dependent more on the agriculture for its right now for its growth. The statement second, that is proportion of irrigated area is more in India as compared to China, is also correct. Third, the productivity per hectare in Indian agriculture is higher than in China. Yes, that is the wrong statement. Yes, we have more arable land than China and we have more irrigated area than China, but the productivity per hectare, that is the kind of technology and the efficiency which our farmers or our local governments are deploying is very less efficient when compared to the China. Because China is concentrating more on increasing the efficiency and productivity, their level of technology and their level of implementation of these technology are way higher than India. So the statement third is wrong. So the option is only 2. Then 97th question. About 3/4 of the world's cobalt, a metal required for the manufacture of batteries of electric motor vehicle, is produced by. It's why the news, why the question is in news is because of important transition that is taking place around the world. Because all the countries have came to a conclusion that it is enough to get move on from it is now time to move on from fossil fuels and go to an economy which is more sustainable, as well as which economy which reduces the climate related disasters. So the one of the solution for this initiative is moving towards more sustainable vehicles, more sustainable vehicle like electric vehicles. For making electric vehicle, countries do require many microparticles as well as the natural resources. In that, cobalt is one of the major important resources. That is why they have asked the question related why the எந்த இடத்துல கோபால்டோட ரிசர்வ் வந்து அதிகமா இருக்கு, which எந்த அந்த ரிசர்வ் வந்துட்டு இட் கேன் ஏபிள் டு சப்ளை மோர் தென் 3/4 ஆஃப் த ரிக்வயர்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் தி வேர்ல்டு எலக்ட்ரிக் வெஹிக்கல் மேனுஃபேக்சரிங்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஸோ த ஆப்ஷன் வந்துட்டு சி, டெமோக்ராட்டிக் ரிப்பப்ளிக் ஆஃப் காங்கோ. Similar question 98, which one of the following is a part of Congo basin? Congo basin வந்துட்டு again the Congo is one of the major what to say, it is in news because of the resources which is because of the discovery of resources which is useful for the world to get transmitted to the more sustainable living, as well as the internal conflict as well as the humanitarian crisis that is taking place in the region because of the aftermath of the pandemic as well as the Russian-Ukraine war. So they have, see, we can see again it is the question related to pioneering effect or the major events like war, natural disaster. These two questions surely will be அது வந்து இந்த ரெண்டு கொஸ்டினுமே அந்த சப்செட்ல which we have seen first பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா, அந்த சப்செட்ல it will be சூட் ஆகும், கண்டிப்பா சூட் ஆகும். which one of the following is a part of Congo basin வந்துட்டு காங்கோ பேசின் அப்படின்னா 4 கண்ட்ரி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, கேமரூன், நைஜீரியா, சவுத் சுடான், உகாண்டா. See, these are the region of Congo basin: Central African Republic, Cameroon, Equatorial Guyana, Gabon, Republic of Congo, Angola, and Democratic Republic of Congo. In that they have given இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா 4 ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட், 4 क्वेश्चन, 4 கண்ட்ரி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. உகாண்டா இதுல வரவே வராது, உகாண்டா will come here. சவுத் சுடான் இதுல வராது, சவுத் சுடான் இந்த சைடுல வரும், இந்த ரீஜன்ல வரும். நைஜீரியா இங்க வரும். Cameroon is the only country from the list of the country which they have given comes under Congo basin. Congo basin la varum. So option is option A. And finally 100th question with okay, 100th question. With reference to India's project on connectivity, consider the following statement. So we all know first before the question, இந்த கொஸ்டினை படிக்கிற முன்னாடி எதுக்கு இந்த கொஸ்டின் கேட்டாங்க அப்படின்னா கேட்குறாங்கன்ற லெட்ஸ் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோன்னா இந்த கொஸ்டின் படிக்கும்போது நம்மளுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். ஒன் ஆஃப் த இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ரீசன் ஒய் இந்தியா வாண்டட் டு have a connectivity with Southeast Asian is because India wanted to reduce the dependency from West and also spread its dependency across all the region. How India can do this transition from அந்த transition, அதாவது ஒரு கண்ட்ரியில் இருக்க reducing the dependency from western country and to spread the dependency across all the region, equally across all the region, is through increasing the connectivity. How the connectivity India is planning to enhance is through the northeastern region, because India wanted to develop the northeastern region as a gateway to reach the Southeast Asian region. So by increasing the connectivity of the northeastern region and thereby enhancing or expanding the connectivity from northeastern region to other Southeast Asian countries, India could be able to diversify its dependence from western countries to Southeast Asian countries. That is, the India could diversify its dependence rather than being depending on western countries as or other western European countries. India could now reduce the dependency by increasing the connectivity through northeastern region and diversifying its dependency. This is the base that is happening around the world, and also India is having an interest in the India's interest is to in enhancing the infrastructure is to ரெண்டு அப்ஜெக்டிவ். ஒன்று வந்து டிபெண்டன்சி குறைக்கணும், இன்னொன்று வந்துட்டு நார்த் ஈஸ்டர்ன் ரீஜனை டெவலப் பண்ணணும். டெவலப் பண்ணுறது மூலிமா அங்கே நடக்கிற இன்டர்னல் கான்ஃப்ளிக்ஸை குறைக்கலாம் அப்படின்றது இந்தியாவோட நம்பிக்கை. ஸோ அது ஒரு மூலாதாரமாக keeping this in our mind, let's go into the question. East west corridor under golden quadrilateral project connects Dibrugurh and Surat. See, see, this is the golden quadrilateral connectivity project India is right now constructing to enhance the connectivity between the four corners of the country, four corners. So you can see here that in the northern side it is connecting New Delhi, in the eastern side it is connecting Kolkata, and in the southern side is connecting Chennai, and the western side it is connecting Surat and Maharashtra as well as Ahmedabad. These are the regions which is getting connected through the golden quadrilateral project to enhance the connectivity of the region. So statement 1 is east west corridor under golden quadrilateral connects Dibrugurh and Surat. No, it's not right. It's Kolkata as well as Surat. The statement 1 is wrong. Second is trilateral highway connects Moreh in Manipur and Chiang Mai in Thailand via Myanmar. Yes, this statement is partly correct and partly wrong. I will show you என்னன்றதை காட்டுறேன். See, this is the trilateral gateway, trilateral infrastructure project India is India is doing in order to connect India with the other Southeast Asian country through Northeast region, where the எங்க இருந்து இது ஆரம்பிக்குது, where the starting point of the this connectivity project starts is from Moret in Manipur only. Via Myanmar, it is reaching Thailand, but the city mentioned is Chiang Mai. No, it is not Chiang Mai. It is Mahe Sot. So the second statement is also wrong. Half of the statement is correct in second statement, because More in Manipur is correct, and it is reaching Thailand via Myanmar is also right. But in Thailand, it is reaching, the destination is Mae Sot, not Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is somewhere around 300 kilometers north of Mae Sot region of Thailand. So the second statement is also wrong. Third, Bangladesh, China, India and Myanmar. Again, this is also a connectivity project which aims to connect these four countries. In that it connects what they have given is, idla enna kuduthirukanga appadina, Bangladesh, China, India and Myanmar economic corridor connects Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh and Kunming in China. See, it is also a wrong statement. See, we can see here, it is starting from Kolkata this connectivity project starts from Kolkata in India, through Bangladesh and through northeastern region. It is reaching Myanmar and it is connecting China Kunming region. So the options, third statement they are given, what they have given is connecting Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. See, Varanasi is nowhere in the picture in connectivity project. In this connectivity project, it's connects Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh and Kunming in China. It's also wrong. So the statement is option D, none. It is also a bilateral or multilateral agreement in which India is part of. So it again fits with the first subdivision which we have mentioned in நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட்லேயே பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா, இந்த 4 சப்டிவிஷன்லேருந்து தான் யூபிஎஸ்சி கொஸ்டின் கேட்க முடியும் அப்படின்னு. இது வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சப்டிவிஷன் வந்துடும், which we have mentioned in the current affairs also, which we have discussed in the current affairs also. Okay, so these are all the questions which UPSC has asked related to international relation. Again, I hope this session will be useful to all, and thank you for all.